Dear Diary, today was once again so strange. I saw the dragon burn soldiers outside the castle, and the lunatic stole all the candy in the village. What a clown. Speaking of candy, I'm really craving some chocolate right now.
Princess?
Yes, random peasant? I'm unsure why you're dressed like that.
I've come to collect the parentheses from you. I'm exhausted. Why do you live in a tower?
Oh yeah? Well, what information do you have to trade?
Well, did you know that avocados are actually fruit? So many people think they're vegetables. How silly! Whoa!
No, I didn't know that. How magical.
See? I can provide extra information.
No way, even though that was juicy gossip, you have to prove that you can use the parentheses. Tell me about them, and don't forget a single detail.
Whoa! Grammar goodies! Welcome into General Grammar with me, Mr. Goody Grammar. I'm so excited because today we're going to talk about a punctuation mark that's used in pairs. What is it? Oh yeah, they're called parentheses. And I'm going to go ahead and break them down for you. But wait, before we get started, let's go ahead and do a basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's basket breaker, the task is write as many punctuation marks as possible. Which ones can you remember? Go ahead and put them down. Alrighty, what did you get, grammar goodies? Here are some examples. You can have a period, a question mark, an exclamation point, a comma, a dash, a hyphen, a semicolon, a colon, an apostrophe, and so many more. So hopefully you put a few down that you remember. And all this talking about punctuation marks has me quite parched. So I think it's time that we drink up some radioactive waste.
3, 2, 1.
But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and download the free guided notes in the description box below. The guided notes and episodes have matching badges to indicate each section, so you can follow along with ease. Also, during each episode, underline any text that appears in red or a bold font to identify key words and concepts. It's the shopping list that your mom always forgot to take to the grocery store. Whoa!
But what are parentheses? Well, parentheses, always used in pairs, allow a writer to provide additional information, also known as parenthetical information. The parenthetical information might be a single word, a fragment, or even complete sentences. But hold up, keep something in mind. Whatever information you put within the parentheses must not be essential to understanding the main sentence. So it's just additional unnecessary information that's added to give extra description and extra information to the main sentence. In a sense, think of parentheses as the gossips of punctuation marks. They're there to give extra information to blah 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 unnecessary stuff all over your writing. So that's exactly how and why we use parentheses. Example, his mother, a champion Monopoly player, was furious with her son. Ha 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 ha! Mom, I just won for the first time in my life! Yes! Victory! Bah! Sweetie! Go to your room! Now! I can't believe I lost! As you can see in this example, we have the original sentence, his mother was furious with her son. However, we want to add some additional information about his mother. Therefore, we put parentheses directly behind his mother to give that extra information, the parenthetical information, which is that she's a champion Monopoly player. Is this information necessary to understanding the main sentence? No! But we put it in there to add a little bit of spice. And that's how we use parentheses. We put them directly behind whatever we're describing. Example, I cannot believe that a cat, our new president, implemented a law to give everyone free milk. Huh! Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. As you can see in this sentence, parentheses are added to give extra information about the cat. It's specifying that the cat is in fact our new president. Is this information necessary? No, but we added it in there to give extra description. It helps specify for our audience a little bit more. And we know that it isn't necessary information because it's incorporated within the parentheses. Note, if a sentence ends with a parenthetical that is only part of the larger sentence, place the period outside the closing parentheses. Example, hotel rooms will likely be in short supply throughout August, the peak travel period. Where am I supposed to go? There isn't a hotel here. All the rooms are taken, and I think it's about to rain. Oh, guess I'll just go sleep under that cabana. As you can see, this sentence ends with a parenthetical. And the information inside the parenthetical is not a complete thought, an independent clause of sorts. Therefore, we're going to go ahead and put the period outside the closing parentheses. Example. Her cat is unhinged. The total antithesis of calm. Oh, I love cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats are great. Ah ha ha. You want to get pet, little cat? Little cat gets pet. Little ba ba ba. A little ah! As you can see in this example, extra information is given about the cat. It first says in the sentence that the cat is unhinged. It's wild. And in parentheses, we have the added information, the total antithesis of calm, in order to reinforce the unhingedness of the cat. And you'll see that the total antithesis of calm is not a complete thought. So we're going to add that period after the closing parentheses. Note, if the parenthetical itself is an entire sentence, the period is placed inside the closing parentheses. Example, their house was the largest one on the block. It also happened to be the ugliest. Well, Dan, what a nice large house you have there. But, you really want to go with that color? That color? Really? For a home? Choices. As you can see in this example, we have the main sentence, their house was the largest one on the block. Then following it in parentheses, we have an independent clause, a complete sentence. It also happened to be the ugliest. Since we have a complete sentence within the parentheses, we're going to put a period to end that first independent clause before the parentheses, and then add a period at the very end of the parenthetical right before the closing parentheses to keep everything inside it. Example, I was surprised he showed up on time. He's always late. I'm coming. Kevin, what are you doing here? Huh? You're exactly on time. I wasn't expecting you for another 2 hours since you're always late. Well, I'm in the boudoir, getting ready. So come into my lavish mansion, my chateau of sorts. As you can see, we have the first independent clause. I was surprised he showed up on time. That's the main message that we want to get across through this sentence. Then, in parentheses, it's added that he's always late. This extra information is added to give a little bit more context to the first independent clause. Also, since he's always late is, in fact, a complete sentence, we're going to go ahead and put the period inside the parentheses. Whoa! That was a lot of information, grammar goodies. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. So I think it's time that we ask for a little bit more help. Let's ask for some employee assistance. Oh, so much grammar. My head's gonna explode. I don't know what to do. I need help.
We need some employee assistance.
For this section, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and read various sentences. For each sentence, determine whether or not the sentence is punctuated correctly. If it isn't, fix it. Think you can do that? Determine whether or not the punctuation in each sentence is correct? I know you can. So let's do it. Example. I magically transform Marco, a diligent student, into a boiled egg. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! With my magic staff, I shall turn you into a boiled egg! Yeah! Help me! Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Take a second. Answer. This is absolutely correct. It totally uses the correct punctuation. You'll notice the extra information, the parenthetical information, that Marco is a diligent student is put within the parentheses and it's directly behind Marco, which is what it's describing, who it's describing. So this is punctuated correctly. Example. He tried to put out the candle in various ways. Only one way worked. Yeah, I'm just a candle, and I love being a candle because I light up people's lives. And what are you doing with that water? What are you doing with that water? Ah! I'm melting my light. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Ooh. Alrighty, what did you get, grammar goodies? Here's the answer. No, it's not punctuated correctly. The period at the end of the sentence should go within the closing parentheses. Why is that? Well, only one way worked is a complete sentence. Therefore, we want to put the period inside of it. If it was not a complete sentence inside the parentheticals, then we would put the period on the outside. Example, the motivational poster, a unicorn with emotional baggage, did poorly at boosting the office's morale. Nope, I don't feel inspired. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Answer. Absolutely. It's totally punctuated correctly. You'll notice that the parentheticals are added after motivational poster because the information inside the parentheses gives extra information about the motivational poster. It's describing it, saying that the motivational poster has a unicorn with emotional baggage on it. You'll also notice that the period goes at the end of the sentence, not directly after the parentheses in the middle of it. So this is punctuated correctly. Example: my life, unhinged and chaotic, needs to be calmed. So many things are going on in my life. Bills, rush hour, diabolical dolphins. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Answer: no way! This is totally not punctuated correctly. Should a period go directly behind the parentheses here? No, it's not the end of a sentence. We should just have unhinged and chaotic within the parentheses because it gives more information about my life. And it isn't the end of the sentence. The end of the sentence is needs to be calmed. So make sure that you're putting your period in the appropriate spot. Example: Daphne does not enjoy Blake's company. She thinks he talks too much. And that's when I went to the roller rink and I thought it was tons of fun. And I'm kind of like the parentheses because I give tons of extra information. I just talk. And it's just a lot of fun to talk. And I really think about it and I talk and there's dolphins and I don't know, I'm just kind of scared of things. And have you ever played a lot of video games online? And I love video games and video games are just so much fun. And yeah, I talk a lot. Will he ever be quiet? Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Answer: absolutely. We have two complete sentences here. You'll notice that the period goes after the first independent clause right before the opening parentheses. Then you'll notice that what follows is a second independent clause. And since it's a complete sentence within the parentheses, we have to put a period right behind that independent clause and then close it up. Pretty easy, right, grammar goodies? All right, do you have this down? I know you do. So I think it's time that we put this to the test by doing an aisle check. Pop, pop. We're ready for an aisle check. For this week's aisle check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses parentheses in it. Think you could do that? Create an original sentence that uses parentheses in it? I know you can. And don't forget to punctuate it correctly. Whoa! And get to it. Turn out, grammar goodies. I bet they're absolutely delicious. In fact, if you love your sentence, make sure to post it into the comments section. I can't wait to read them. Anyway, it's time for us to start checking out for the evening. Check the time, grammar goodies. I have to go ride a tractor through a wheat field. Anyway, my name is Mr. Goody Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar. And comma in anytime. I'll see ya. Whoa!
I guess I'm impressed. I guess you are the gossip master. Here.
Epic! Thank you so much, Princess.
What will you do now? As if it really matters.
I still have some punctuation marks to find. Think you can help me out?
I guess go to the town's jail. You'll find the emperor's other brother, Disorderly Dash. Hopefully you can understand what he says.
Well, that was a little ba, but I'm gonna go now. But really, thanks for the information.
Now be gone, peasant.